Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is Friday. Happy Independence Day to all the Americans out there. I will be making a TikTok about that after this video goes up. So, another one has been recently added. Sarah Sheldon, affiliation, Locals Against the Wednesday, and it's in Wrexham. She's located in. She's another EFOT by looks of it. Sarah has become a notorious figure in the Wrexham Hunt saboteur scene, known for what one local described as the wild antics. She probably fucks horses, to be fair. She looks the sort. And a tendency to rip up hysteria with wild accusations. Her online presence is centred around the Facebook group Locals Against the Wednesday. I think, is that how you say it? I think it must be Welsh or something. Where she frequently posts inflammatory content targeting local hunts and their supporters. What the fuck is that word? Is often coarse and aggressive, regularly branding Hunt supporters with labels such as perverts and sickos. I've got no idea what that has to do with Hunt supporters. She refers to legal hunts as terrorism, even though she's from a terrorist group, in her posts, but ironically her moral outrage over so-called extremism doesn't seem to extend to her own circle. The Hunt Saboteurs Association and the Sheffield Hunt Sabs has publicly backed Palestine Action, which is now legally a terrorist group. The UK government has deemed Palestine Action an actual terrorist organisation, a group accused of engaging in unlawful direct action. The government plans to proscribe Palestine Action as a terrorist organisation. See, I told her. After the group broke into a military base, RAF Bryce Norton, Oxfordshire. Her it's basically terrorist organisations. It all links up. Her connections don't stop there. She is a regular commentator on posts by the Cheshire Monitors and appears to be an admirer of the Stockport Monitors, a SAB group widely criticised for their intimidating and at times violent behaviour. Her Instagram activity suggests she keeps a close eye on their operations, if not outright endorses them. I've got a screenshot here. Locally, she and the cross-dressing partner, Mark Tiggs, also has drawn attention for behaviour that goes well beyond usual SAB activity. She's a whore and he's a pervert, in other words. A source that claims that the pair caused repeated disruption at Pickhill Hall, with rumours circulating about inappropriate conduct and alleged involvement in a so-called sex dungeon. Unsurprisingly, they were reportedly not welcome back at the premises following these incidents. Okay, now she's a white whore, in other words. While the exact details of their extracurricular escapades remain murky, Tiggs' public photos featuring him in a saddle strapped to his back offers more than a few clues. He's probably into bestiality as well, as that's the problem with that lot. It is unclear whenever this part of their activism, lifestyle, or simply a Saturday night out, but the imagery certainly raises eyebrows. With all the talk of animal rights, we can't help but wonder if a fox costume has been made in an appearance of their roleplay. They're furries, in other words. Yeah. I won't scroll down any further because we've got a graphic image coming up. Worse than her fat thighs in that suit. Another troubling incident. Tiggs allegedly assaulted a resident who asked him to stop doing loud DIY work during unsociable hours 2 years ago. Given the early complaints about the late night sex dungeon antics, it is no wonder the neighbour had enough of the banging, and not just the kind you'd expect. The victim's injuries were severe, and the whole episode left a nasty mark on Tig's already colourful reputation. I'm pretty sure that the police knows about that, but I will be following it up, like seeing if there is a report up there. So 1 second. There you go. Just wanted to get past that picture. With a long digital footprint of inflammatory posts and connections to more militant Sab groups, Sarah's activism continues to attract controversy. Whenever online or on the ground, her actions has blurred the lines between protests and personal crusade, often to the alarm of local residents. So in other words, she's essentially a drama whore. That's what I believe she is. Yeah, so now it looks like the Hunt Sabs have links to the terrorist group Palestine Action, which is basically saying, oh, terrorists are good, in other words. So yeah, again, more another mark on their reputation to say that they are the most deadliest scum of the earth. So yeah, that's been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.